want to take a temperature of what's happening in that neighborhood. Our Derek Thomas has spent all day in that area. Derek, fill us in. What are people saying in light of this police shooting?
Raphael, behind me, you can see that's the spot where the car crashed into the fence. You can see the tire tracks today. I spent the day talking to folks in the neighborhood about what happened.
Pop, 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 but there was a few shots, and then I heard sound like two people shooting.
Keith John Sampson lives just down the street from where the chase ended with a crash into this fence. He heard the shots from his home.
I don't want to second guess the police, but unfortunately we see this all too much on the news where sometimes, not every time, but sometimes the police do overreact.
50-year-old Dwayne Wilson was even more adamant. He was on his morning bike ride when he stopped to talk to us and used inflammatory language.
That was murder, man, because I feel like the guy that they killed, him and the female that he was with, they probably were just out having a good time. And he got scared probably when he seen the police, which, you know, they scare us all.
Robert Polk is not scared. He's a businessman. He owns this company that services and builds medical equipment. The chase crashed into his fence. He asked a critical question.
First question I'd ask, why did he try to run from the police? At night, you can't see what the person is doing, so he's going to do what it takes to protect himself. So if he had nothing to hide, why did he run from the police?
Police Chief Brian Roach has this reminder.
If you don't run, things will be, situations will be better. It doesn't escalate into things that neither the officer nor the person that runs wants to have.
Now, not everyone heard all the ruckus. A 92-year-old woman who lives in the house behind me told me she slept through it all. Raphael?
Derek, thank you so much. I can tell you that behind the scenes, the mayor's office, the deputy mayor, as well as the police chief are reaching out to the community. They do not want this to become what we saw in the aftermath of a Baltimore or a Ferguson. They believe that people will be calm. They expect people to follow the law, but they are reaching out to the faith-based leaders as well as to community leaders to make sure that everyone is calm in light of what's happened.